Let's check the energy. What we looking at? Knight of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Somebody is trying to avoid a conversation that need to be made. You're trying to avoid a conversation that need to be made. Okay. Yeah, but you need to have the courage to talk about something. There's something you need to talk about. Okay. Somebody let you down, disappointed you. Okay. There's somebody who doesn't have the self-discipline, or maybe you low-key don't have the self-discipline, or there's someone around you that just ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Okay. Financially. Yep. 5 of Coins in reverse. Somebody is spending their money poorly, or they're not really making the effort to make money. Their priorities is in the wrong place. Okay, their priorities is all jacked up. All right. Wow. Let's clarify this. Fool's card. Yeah. Somebody constantly trying to do something new. Always doing something new. Always want to rip and run. Always want to hang out. Okay, this could be like a young man. This gives me a young man energy. Okay, this is like a young person. This could be your boy. This could be your son, or it could be your daughter in a masculine boy energy, running around like a chicken with their head cut off, doing the most. Okay, and you're like, look, y'all need to finish what you started. But it's really hard. You're afraid to come and address this person about something. Okay, you're in fear about addressing the situation. Okay. About their self-discipline, how they lack self-discipline. All right. And this could also be a lover of yours. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Somebody that you possibly is dating or low-key seeing. Could be your sneaker link or your situationship boo or something like that. Y'all haven't made it fully official yet, is what I'm hearing. Okay, but y'all know enough about each other. Enough for you to know that they're not making the right decisions. Okay? Yeah. Eight of Wands in reverse. They're slowing down. You're slowing down with dealing with this person. With the 2 of Cups in reverse as well. Okay? Yeah, you're slowing down with the opportunity of him dating you. Or the opportunity of her dating you. Okay? You don't really know if you want to make this official yet. Because the way they treat themselves, the way they handle life, they're not disciplined enough for you. You're looking for somebody that's responsible. Oh my God, come on, Spirit. Whoa, where is this coming from? Okay, this is starting to twist and turn into a love reading, but then it also gives me the feeling of somebody that you love. This could be somebody that you actually love. Either this is a young man that you actually love, or y'all just young people that's in love or trying to fall in love. You're almost falling in love. You think you're falling in love with somebody. Okay, but you realize that maybe falling in love with them is not a good idea after all. You want to slow down with falling in love with this person. You said, no, let me slow down with this. Let me get to know this person a little more. Because from what I'm seeing here, they're not really good with the way they're handling their money. They're not good with money. They're not investing their time or their energy towards the right places to get their finances together. Their mindset and their energy is off. So you're like, I need to have this conversation with them, but I don't know if I don't know how to. Wow. Okay, let's go. Yeah, because you don't really see a future with this person. The more you get to understand who they are and how they operate, you're like, I don't know if it's worth me really saying. Do I care enough about this person to tell them what I recognize and what I observe? What I observe about them? Because see, you a go-getter. This is definitely a divine feminine. And this energy right here. You a go-getter. Okay, you like to go out and go get it. You know how to create money out of thin air. Yeah, you it's giving like real stunner, a real stunner. Like you know how to make some money easily, quickly. Okay, very influential in your own way, but with good intentions. Okay, I don't see nothing negative about you here. I don't really see negativity, to be quite frank. It's just that you are out to win. You're in it to win it. Okay, and this person is not showing you that they're in it to win it. It looks like they like to spend their time doing immature things. This could be an older masculine that you're dating, divine feminine, and you start to see that they're a little on the immature side. Okay, they rather spend their energy doing other things that's childish rather than getting some money. Okay, building a business, building a brand, building something. Okay, you're looking for a man that's gonna want to build with you, for real, not for fake, not to act like they building, but to really build is what I'm hearing. A man of integrity that really put their energy towards. Yeah, and so far you ain't seen nothing yet. They talk a good game is what I heard. They talk a good game, but they really ain't about that life. Okay, they waste their energy, and you're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to waste my energy on this person like that. Because I don't see them reciprocating what I'm putting in. In the future, I don't really see that they got my back financially. I'm looking for somebody who got my back financially, who's going to come through with it and say, here, baby, I got it. Put on the table. Boom. Okay? You're very undecisive about wanting to take this thing further with this man. I don't think you really want to do it. And you're also kind of like, ooh, should I talk about it? I don't know if I care enough to talk about it. Should I care enough? Because once they show these childish signs, excuse me, guys, I got my braces in. Y'all. So excuse me a little bit. But you know, once they show you that they full of shit, kind of like they really not serious, and they should be serious. All the signs is pointing for them to be serious, and they still not serious about their fetty and their cheddar. Nah, I'm cool. Nah, let me not do too much with this person here. Okay, they're not really truly serious. Okay, it's like the blind leading the 20/20 vision person. You're not letting the blind lead you no more. Okay, yeah, you like, you know what? I think I would rather focus more on God and my ancestors. Okay, I'd rather just go ahead and be in my house, minding my business, walking away from this, and just be casting spells all day on my damn self. Okay, because I don't really see me building with this person. All I see is a liability. Oh my God. Yeah, you keep seeing liability. This person wants to marry you. They talking about marriage and all this, but y'all haven't even made it past third base or second base or something like that. Okay, they ain't showed you shit that you really truly is. You're not impressed. Okay, you're not impressed, and you see him to be a liability. Okay, this could be vice versa for masculine. You see her or him. Let's keep it a buck, right? You see them as a liability. Okay, they talk a good game, but they not truly balancing out. They're not saving money. They don't know how to use their energy. You're looking at how do you use your energy every day. And then I can determine how you would spend your money. And then I'm looking at the way you spend your money. And then I'm looking at the way, okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. Is there anything else? What is the advice here? Spirit guys, what's the advice for the divine feminine or the masculine who is dating this person? What should they do? Okay. What's next? Spirit says, yeah, this person is they do play. They play too much. They're enthusiastic about life, yes. However, they're not serious. They're not ready for the type of lifestyle that you merging into. Okay. Why? Because they're focused on their past. They still haven't got over their ex. So boom, there we have it. That's the secret, y'all. They still crying about spilled milk of their last relationship. So this is why they're constantly they're doing all these weird, irrational behaviors, because they haven't really fully got over the last woman they was with, or the last man that they were with, or whatever. Okay. You over here thinking that they're ready to move on. For real, they're not. They're still in love, or still harboring and disappointed and feeling self-pity about the last relationship that they were in. Okay. Wow. This is why they're stuck. Because they still in love with their ex. Or they still, I don't think they even in love, y'all. Okay. But they got feelings for this person based on the fact that they just upset that they lost the person. They don't see the value in you, Big Stepper. They don't see that they actually won something. They actually upgraded. They don't see that. They're still stuck in the thinking about the past and how they messed up the past. And in result, they met you. You know what I mean? So they don't see you as valuable as they should be. This is why they're so careless and they're not as intentional. Okay. Yeah, Spirit says, yeah, you may want to keep going. Keep dating. You found out enough that you need to know. Enough is enough of this. You may want to go ahead and keep going with this, okay? Because he's going to be a pain in your you know what-y, okay? This person is really not ready, okay? They're not spiritually inclined enough to rock with you, okay? You're going to have to end this relationship. Okay, Spirit says go ahead and end it. It was a nice time. Okay, it was fun. It was a fun little fling that you had, but unfortunately, you would need to emotionally detach from this person because they are actually emotionally detached from you. Okay, I don't think that you really even emotionally attached. So this is a good thing, is what I'm hearing as well. It's a good thing that you are not emotionally attached, and then they're not either. So it's not like you're hurting anybody's feelings, and it's not like you're being led on, or he's being led on, or they being led on. Spirit just said move on. Okay, you know what? It was a nice run. Just ghost them, or you tell them, hey, at this time I don't think it's really I can really do with this relationship, sweetheart. Okay, it's not gonna go nowhere. Okay, he's gonna act like he's so devastated, but deep down inside, he's not. Okay, he's really not. He already know it was coming. He already know he don't deserve you. Okay, he already know. I can't make this up. He already know he's not ready to be a big boy and to move on and to do marriage and to do the right thing. He already know that deep down inside. He just too afraid to tell you. And this is the problem with men. I don't get this. This is how I know it's a man. Because it's like some men, they have a hard time just being honest about stuff. They think that women is going to cry in a corner and unalive ourselves because of you not wanting to do what it is that we suggested, that you convinced me that you wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? I didn't think about it until you said something about it, sir. Type energy. This is what this looks like here. But then it's like what you said at your mouth doesn't match your actions. And so me as a divine feminine, I know how to make the right choices because I love myself, to have clarity to see the right choice, to see the actions. Does that make sense, guys? Okay? And so you calling them out. And so basically, Spirit says, listen, he gonna put up a fuss. Like, oh my God, he gonna be all dramatic and shit. Whatever. Stand on business, okay? Because you can find somebody way better, okay? You got somebody who's waiting for you, a high priestess, okay? You know what's good and what's not for you. You know what's up. You can see, you got really good intuition. You know what's going on, You got other options. You don't have to take this one. You got way more options to choose from. You really ain't got to deal with this. You get what I'm saying? With the 9 of coins as well, and your money is all right, you can find somebody that's equally yoked. Okay? You've been putting a lot of hard work into the way who you are and what you are, and your speech and your communication and your money and your beauty and your wellness. You're healthy. You're wealthy. Spiritually wealthy. Emotionally wealthy. You know what I'm saying? You don't, it's cool. You can walk away from this. It ain't gonna hurt. He alright. He be alright. Trust me. She be alright. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Because it's not a good investment. And they don't have really nothing to offer you. And they know that. They know it. They know they ain't got nothing for you. Okay? So, walk away gracefully. Wish them the best. And keep it pushing, baby. Alright? Period.